Good morning, everyone. We are live at PCA 2022, our first interview, the very first person we wanted to talk to, Rick Rodriguez,
Wow.
one of our favorite people in the industry. And for those that don't know, left General Cigar pretty recently. And now he started his own company, West Tampa Tobacco Company.
Yep.
So how did this all come about? How's life been different for you since you left?
We don't have that much time, but it's something that I would think about for the last 2 or 3 years. And after the shutdown, it really sat me down and start saying to myself, what's my future? And the future, when my daughter says, Dad, can I ever work with you? I said, with General Cigar, no. But maybe I'll do something on my own. And we started this venture about 18 months ago and started a little company called West Tampa Tobacco Company. It's my DNA. It's where I'm from, born and raised. My grandfather and grandmother, master rollers from Cuba, came to Tampa in 1953, and they didn't go to Ybor City. They went to West Tampa to roll cigars, and so part of my history, right? So this is our first trade show for us, and we're excited. We're ready. But nerves and excitement, and I want to cry, I want to smile, but it is what it is, and
It's huge for you. It's great.
It is.
Congratulations,
Thank
man.
you
We
so
really,
much.
we really are proud of you. We've been watching you since we've been cigar smokers, and it's awesome to see you grow and take the next step. So you spent 25 years, right, at General Cigar, and now you've got your own business. How is it different working for a family small business? You went from this huge company to a small family. What are the kind of the differences in how things are run?
More control, control as far as what I want to produce, what I want to offer the fans of, myself or CAO or any cigar smoker out there. So more control, but at the end of the day, it's destiny. It's for me to do something with my family, connect that. I worked in the corporate world for 24 years, and it was my time. And so, access to tobacco is, limited, but that's fine. So, what if you're a cook, you realize sometimes the hardest thing to cook is when you have only 2 or 3 ingredients to make those special. And so, I think with the tobacco, the factory I chosen, we're going to do some exciting things.
So it's the factory, Garmendia.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Most people probably don't know too much about it. Can you tell us how that relationship started? And tell us a little about the factory.
Yeah. So because I was still working with General Cigar at the time that we started, so I did a lot of work in the weekends, off hours, and so I approached about 3 factories, and all I did was, this is the project I want to release for West Tampa. This is the blends I think I want. This is the flavors, the bodies, and out of the 3 factories, Garmendia just rocked and rolled everything I wanted to present to the public. And so we chose him. He's a very small factory. I love that. He's very new. So we're going to be able to grow together. So when you go to a major company, you're just a number. They're great cigars, but you're just a number because they can live without you. If you're like, bro, I'm done, it didn't work, no problem.
Right.
But with Garmendia, if it doesn't work, it's going to affect him and me and our family.
So it's a partnership.
It's
not just like you're a client. Okay, that's great.
So it's because, and again, one of the things I really enjoyed, the first time I met Jose, the owner of the factory, we had dinner with his whole family, and that showed me what his values are.
Right.
And my value is family first, friends second, and business third. And so he follows that same kind of values. And so it was a kind of a situation made in heaven.
You just knew.
We knew right away.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you've got 2 lines out right now. You want to take us? I'm smoking the black, right?
Black.
And you're smoking the white. You want to take us through what's behind each of these, what they're about?
Yeah. So if you look at the black and white, we were going to originally launch just white and then wait for black 6 months later.
Yeah.
But the fans, if you look at the 2 lines, what I did, I've always wanted to work on a project for Europe. And so General Cigar and CAO was always, oh, that's great. but next year,
Right.
they're always pushing it down the road. So
Yeah.
when I had the opportunity to share a blend that I think the Americans will love, but the palate of the Europeans will just definitely understand, and that's the white. So to me, I don't really get into the blend because I wanted to kind of go in blind because what I realized sometimes if you mix in the tobacco, oh, we have SLE in it. Oh, I don't like SLE. Why? Because I smoked one time.
Right.
Well, you didn't like the presentation of that cigar.
Yeah.
Let's do this cigar. But both of the wrappers are the same. The black we age and ferment it maybe 3 months or longer to get the color. It's not Maduro. In my eyes, if you don't have the ability to rotate that cigar in your mouth and taste sugar on your lips, it's not a Maduro. Because we can change the color to black, but not heat it up to break the starches down to turn them to sugar. So it's just, to us, it's just a darker cigar, darker than the West Tampa. This is going to bring out citrus and nut flavors. This is going to bring out more of the spice and the pepper notes of the blend.
So maybe a little milder for the white,
For
a
sure.
little stronger for the black.
Exactly.
If people are wanting to try one, go towards your preference.
Mm-hmm.
So what else do you have in the works coming out later this year or next year? Can you tell us anything in the future? Do you have any?
For sure. So right now we're going to focus on West Tampa for the next 6 months, and then we're going to have a little kind of short batch that we're going to offer in October called the Addict Series. And the Addict Series is going to be fun because the Addict Series is going to allow me to produce my life stories through these cigars. So I have always shared these crazy stories about me growing up and the things that I did to get to this point. And so what better way to share all these stories but in the cigar. So Addict Series is going to be about 2,000 boxes, 14 count, and that's going to be on the market in October, and then maybe in January or February we'll launch another line called Course. Like I'm changing my course, and that's going to be a little bit higher end line. And then those are the things. So the next 9 months to 10 months, we'll have about 4 products on the market.
Awesome. So even more to look forward to. If you haven't tried this yet, go find it. Are you doing any events this year? I know you've done a lot of events in the past. Are you traveling around at all, or are you more just focusing at home kind of things?
Right now, our focus is getting the cigars out of the market. Yep. And so I will do some, smaller events, more of towards the fourth quarter of the year because products is going to be on the market. Mm-hmm. And so I'll start to support that. But you know me, I love doing events because it gives me a reason to share our stories live. Yep. Not having to read it, to hear it live from my mouth. I know the value of that. So I want to get back out there and support this line, but I really want to connect with all my friends, my shop guys, and I talk to them.
Yeah, I think that's how a lot of people get to know you and are fans of you and come to love you.
That's the way I made my living. I really, I spent the last 18 years of my life on the road. Yeah. And it's hard, but it's fun because, again, I have friends now all over the world. And that's amazing to me. From a little kid from West Tampa, that I can say that I have friends all over the world because of this little thing called a cigar. Wow. Yep. Touch me. Yep.
Well, again, congratulations, and thank you so much for sharing the time with us here. Our first interview, I think your first interview with the show. We really appreciate it. Is there anything else you want to tell people, let people know? Anything else?
You know what? Try the cigar. Be your own judge. I think the blends are worth you trying out. So if I was you, select the black and the white and try it out. Don't worry about whatever other people say, be it good or bad. Be your own judge, and hopefully I believe in the product, and I think you're going to find either both of them are great cigars for you, or one of the two are going to be a cigar that you want to have in your kind of your go-to cigar. So hopefully that's going to be true, but we'll see.
There you go. Go try the black and white, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll be live again in a few minutes. Blind Man's Puff, PCA 2022.